Attention passionate LAS, Vegas Raiders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Las Vegas Raiders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Las Vegas Raiders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and LAS, Vegas Raiders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. It's impossible to talk about the NFL and not keep an eye on what's happening in the AFC West, especially when it involves the Raiders, a franchise that's been through thick and thin, always striving for greatness. And this season, well, it's shaping up to be one of the most interesting in recent memory. The Raiders have been quietly building a roster that could finally push them over the edge, back into playoff contention, and perhaps even into a deep run that takes them all the way to the Super Bowl. But as always, the division is fiercely competitive, and there are some seismic shifts happening around the league that could drastically alter the landscape for Las Vegas. Let's start by looking at the core of the Raiders' current squad. The team has been bolstered by some key acquisitions in the offseason, along with the development of young talent and the return of some veterans who are eager to make a statement. The quarterback position has been a topic of much discussion, especially with the recent emergence of their signal caller, who has shown flashes of brilliance and consistency that fans have been dreaming about for years. Their offensive line has also been shored up, which is crucial because, in today's NFL, if you want to win big, you need to protect your quarterback and establish a running game that keeps defenses honest. But what really excites Raiders fans is the potential of their defense. The unit has been revamped, with new additions in the secondary and front seven, aiming to create more turnovers and pressure on opposing quarterbacks. And if their pass rush can develop as expected, it could be the missing piece that elevates the team to elite status. Remember, a strong defense can often be the difference maker in close games, especially when facing division rivals like Kansas City Chiefs or Los Angeles Chargers, who have their own high-powered offenses. Now, speaking of the AFC West, there's a lot of buzz about how the division might shake out this year. The Chiefs, of course, remain the team to beat, with Patrick Mahomes leading a potent offense that's always a threat to put up 30-plus points. But the Chargers, under new coaching and with a revamped roster, are looking to make a leap into the postseason, and Justin Herbert's development has fans dreaming of playoff success. The Broncos, meanwhile, are in a bit of a rebuild, but they've made some interesting moves that could pay off if everything clicks at the right time. So the Raiders are looking at a very competitive division, but that's what makes this season so exciting, the opportunity for the Raiders to capitalize and make their mark. What about the players that could be game changers this year? Well, we have to start with their star wide receiver, who has been proving himself as one of the top in the league. His ability to stretch the field and make contested catches makes him a nightmare for defenders. The running game, anchored by a young, explosive back, is also something to watch. He's shown flashes of brilliance and has the potential to be a 1-0-yard rusher if he stays healthy and gets enough touches. Defensively, the linebacker core has been a focus of the team's offseason plans. Their new linebacker signing has already shown promise in training camp, and their secondary is looking much more disciplined and aggressive. If these units gel quickly, the Raiders could turn into one of the most formidable defenses in the league. And let's not forget the coaching staff. Head coach Jon Gruden has been known for his offensive schemes, but this year, there's a lot of emphasis on creating a balanced team that can adapt to different game situations. Now, let's talk about the schedule. The Raiders face some tough opponents early on, which will serve as a real test of their resilience and readiness. Their ability to get off to a strong start could set the tone for the rest of the season. Historically, teams that start hot tend to carry that momentum deep into the playoffs. And with the AFC playoff picture still very much in flux, every win counts, especially against division rivals. But here's the thing, this season isn't just about the on-field success. It's about the culture of the team, the leadership from veterans, and the hunger of the young players to step up. The Raiders have always been a franchise that embodies resilience, grit, and a never-say-die attitude. That's what makes this season so intriguing. They have the talent, the coaching, and the motivation to finally get back to the promised land. And with the current AFC landscape, a division title or a deep playoff run isn't just a pipe dream anymore. It's well within reach, provided they stay healthy and keep improving week by week. Now, I want to take a moment to highlight some of the key players to watch this season. For the Raiders, their quarterback, who's been showing flashes of potential, will be under the spotlight more than ever. Can he lead this team consistently? Can he elevate his game when it matters most? That's the question. Alongside him, their young wide receiver is developing into a true offensive weapon, capable of making game-changing plays. Their offensive line must continue to gel, giving him time to operate and open lanes for the running game. Defensively, the linebacker core is evolving, and the secondary has been reshaped to create more turnovers. The addition of a proven cornerback in free agency has already paid dividends in training camp, and the defensive coordinator has been emphasizing aggressive coverage and creating mismatches against opponents. The team's special teams units are also crucial. Field position and reliable kicking can often be overlooked but are vital in close games, especially in the playoffs. Looking at the bigger picture, the Raiders' front office has been strategic in their approach, balancing veteran leadership with young talent and making smart draft choices that align with their long-term goals. The ownership's commitment to building a winning culture is evident, and the fan base, one of the most passionate in the league, continues to grow in enthusiasm. Raiders fans are known for their loyalty, their loud stadium, and their unwavering belief that this could finally be the year they get back to the top. Of course, every team faces hurdles, and injuries are always a concern. The depth of the roster will be tested throughout the season, especially in a division as tough as the AFC West. But that's part of the challenge, overcoming adversity, stepping up when it counts, and showing resilience. If the Raiders can stay healthy and continue to develop chemistry on both sides of the ball, they could surprise many critics and pundits who doubt their playoff chances. The AFC is stacked, no doubt about it, but remember, every champion has faced obstacles along the way. Now, before I wrap up, I want to emphasize how exciting this upcoming season is for Raiders fans. The team has so much potential, and the energy in Las Vegas is palpable. The new stadium, the electrifying atmosphere, and the desire to reclaim their spot among the league's elite, it all adds up to a season worth watching closely. And of course, the hope that this is the year they finally bring home that elusive Super Bowl trophy, something this franchise has been chasing for decades. And as always, the NFL is unpredictable. One game can change everything, an overtime win, a game-winning field goal, or a crucial injury. That's what makes football so beautiful and so nerve-wracking. But if there's one thing fans can count on, it's the relentless spirit of the Raiders, the never-give-up attitude that has defined this franchise for generations. They're hungry, they're prepared, and they're eager to prove doubters wrong. Remember, guys, the journey is long and every game counts. The Raiders have a shot, and it's up to them to seize it. The AFC West is not going to make it easy, but that's what makes the challenge even sweeter. So keep your eyes on the team, support them through thick and thin, and stay tuned for more updates as this season unfolds. The road to the Super Bowl is never straight, but with the passion of the Raiders family behind them, there's no limit to what they can achieve. And now, Las Vegas Raiders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Las Vegas Raiders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Las Vegas Raiders news. The season is fast approaching, and the excitement is building. Let's get ready to cheer our team to victory, because this year could be the year everything changes, and the Raiders finally return to the top of the NFL mountain.